Morning. I'm not talking too loudly because I'm still in my building hallway. Guess where we're going today? Wendy's. So, I've only had Wendy's breakfast once in my whole life, and part of the reason why is because when it's the weekend, I don't wake up early enough to go to Wendy's, and I definitely don't do it intentionally. But last night, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wake up at a reasonable time, even though it's a Saturday, and I'm gonna get this sweet, sweet Wendy's in my mouth. It wasn't that dramatic when the thoughts were in my head. I'm just, making them dramatic for this video, because I'm a vlogger now. JK, not really. It's beautiful out here. Kind of wanna flip the camera and show you because it's gorge. Here we are. Jackson Heights, Woodside, Queens, baby. My Wendy's is only 2 blocks down, right by the train station entrance. So definitely when I'm going to work, I gotta walk into the train, pass by it every time, and I'm always thinking, really hard for me to not just go in there, be a little late for work, so that I could get one of these Sammys. Either way, it's gonna be great. I'll see you there. We have arrived. Da, 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 da. I have one maple bacon chicken croissant. Maple bacon, right? Yeah. Just the sandwich. Can I also have one honey butter chicken biscuit? Just the sandwich too. Honey butter chicken, right? Yes, please. And then can I also get a cold brew iced coffee? Yeah, can I get it just with a little bit of milk, keep it dark? And one, if you've got like sweet and low or something, I'll take one of those packets. Yep, that's it. It's Chris. Okay, thanks. All right, we got it. That's the sound of the 7 train. Here's what my little square looks like. And that's where we're going. All right, we're gonna try to make this light. Jaywalking, baby. I don't know if anyone else here grew up in either New York City or any other big city. And then met like people who didn't. And they're really intentional about like waiting for lights to change. I have. Yeah. And then walking with them is funny because I'm just bulldozing through shit and they're like, there are rules here. Anyways, here's my cold brew. Oh yeah, get that logo in there. Not sponsored. No one's around. An unmasked moment. So, I will say that this coffee is basically just as watery as every other fast food coffee. You know what? As a girl who grew up on Dunkin' Donuts coffee, I'm okay with that. I also grew up with coffee from like little local delis, which I found actually I'm not even, it depends on the deli, which type they're gonna use. But I always find that it's stronger and they use significantly more actual coffee when they brew, which is nice. But either way, I'm so used to it watered down. Doesn't mean I don't love a really nice, like bold, rich taste. I'm not into acidic coffee too much. But more what I mean is like more coffee to water ratio. Either way, though, you like what you know, and this is what I know. They did a pretty good job in terms of not too much milk, too. I'm someone who only really wants a splash. This is actually too much for me, but still tasty. Here we are again at this beautiful crosswalk and that beautiful blue sky. Happy Saturday, y'all. We have arrived. So, setup takes a little more time and energy than I anticipated. So some of this stuff may be not too hot anymore, but let's see. Got some handy dandy napkins, which I'll probably need. I'm actually gonna roll these up a bit because we're gonna get dirty. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So I sampled two. I did kind of like look on multiple lists to see what would be the highest ranked, if you will, sandwiches. Now, this one, which I think is just the chicken butter biscuit, that could be the name of it, was not ranked high, but I got it anyway. Partially because I wanted to see why I wasn't ranked high, see if I agree, you know? And then this is the chicken maple bacon croissant, as they would say in France. Croissant. And then we got some cold brew hanging out. I'm trying to make this look pretty, but it's not going to. So let's just eat. Let's go with this one first. How's it looking? So it looks okay to me. It doesn't look, I don't know, wildly dry. Although when you open it, yeah, you get a sense of like a little bit of butter in there, but not really. So let's see. Well, it's simple, definitely. You know, I mean, it's basically a chicken cutlet. The chicken is moist. It is good. Has pretty basic flavor. Honestly, what's coming through for me is just butter. So if you're into that, I know I am. There's no reason why you wouldn't like that, to be honest. Does it have like a whole bunch of extra stuff going on? No. You taste butter, you taste chicken. The biscuit is not dry. Love that for me. Because I can't stand a dry biscuit. Who loves that? Well, I don't know, maybe some folks. Not me. Yeah. I mean, will I order it again? Is it going to be my go-to? Absolutely not. But it's not bad. I also taste a little bit of sweetness in this, so I wonder if maybe they use some of the maple. Not sure. Mostly I just taste butter though. All right, let's move on to this baby. All right. This looks sexy. Sexy. Bacon, bits, slightly underwhelming. I mean, look, I know we all have these experiences, right? Like, we know that the ads with the gorge pictures of new items or any items on fast food menus and on their websites are total BS. We know this. We knew this. And yet, And yet, every time there's a new item and I look at that picture, I am not thinking this is fake. That is marketing. That is not going to look like that. I should be. I should be because I know better. And then I'll get there and I look at it and I'm thinking, that's not what I thought it was going to look like. I've been deceived, which is ridiculous. It's like, how many times do I have to learn a lesson in order to learn it, right? But that's a story for another day. Let's bite into this. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Okay. This one's good. I'm happy. Mm. Mm. You get the chicken. You got the bacon in there. You do taste that mapley flavor, but it's not overwhelming. It's not wildly sweet at all. It's just sweet enough. And this is coming from someone who is not of a sweet tooth. I'm not a sweet person. Definitely a more salty, spicy, savory person. This is good. Let's go in for another bite. There's a whole sort of like patch, swab, gross, a slab of syrup. What word am I looking for? Anyways, there's a bunch of syrup on this bite. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. That's good. It's good. See now, when I go back to this one, I just have a feeling I'm gonna be like, okay, I never want to talk to you again. Bye. Mediocre, right? Like super similar to so many dates I've been on. Mm. And then as soon as you have a date that's actually like, it's actually just still mediocre, but the bar is so low. You walk away from that date and you're like, wow, there was a respectful exchange. I was even slightly intellectually stimulated. The actual physical stuff was actually decent, not even good, just decent, because that's the bar. So, not trying to compare. Oh, poor thing. I feel like I'm just like totally shit on you. My bad. Let's give you another try. Okay, prove yourself to me. You did your best. Back to you. Save this for my baby. I'm sure he'd like to try it. If you look pretty again, a little display. Mmm, come front and center. Oh yeah. Mhm. 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 Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to put some background music here. Food really does bring me joy. It really does. It really, really does. How much joy does food bring y'all? Is that part of, you think, why we're so into mukbanging? Watching folks eat? I know that initially the concept behind it right? Does have to do, as far as I understand, which is limited, does have to do with company and yeah, like spending time together while we eat, which makes a lot of sense because sharing meals brings folks together and closer, and it brings such joy between people. But is part of it too just that you love food and also love seeing people who love food? My favorite part in watching some of my favorite ASMR and mukbang folks is their smile. And especially like when you take a first bite and it's so good and there's just like a little smile that creeps up your face while you're chewing because you still gotta be pretty. I'm trying to replicate it for you, okay? Super serious, haven't had first bite yet, and it's my best attempt. It felt scary, like when I was looking at myself. Eye contact with yourself is interesting. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Do y'all chew enough? I feel like maybe 2 or 3 times a year, I have that thought again where I think, am I chewing enough? And then maybe for like that meal, I'll do my best to really chew. I think the recommended is 15, 16 times on either side. And then I forget about it for another however many months until I'm eating another meal again and just think, am I chewing enough? Hmm. Oh, okay. I do really need to go to the dentist. Yes, I do. I would say it's definitely been about 3 years. Um, typically, I'm better than this. This is the longest I've gone. Have I ever gone every 6 months? No. Um, but usually at least every year to 18 months. And then, this year just got away from me. Well, I mean, that's probably an understatement. For most of us, right? Feel the crumbs on my mouth. So yeah, gotta make that appointment. Hopefully between this video and the next, I will have made this appointment. hmm Something to note is that as time goes on, as the sandwich gets cooler, it's not as good. I mean, it's fast food, right? So why even bring that point up? Like we know what's gonna happen. Just figured for the purposes of this review, that I would make random observations like that. Hmm. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. One thing that's really good in life is when your last bite has all the elements on it. So this last bite's got the bacon, got the chicken. I can see the syrup glistening off of this croissant. It's gonna be great. Mm. Mm-hmm. Let me stop playing. Look, I know how to do fancy shit. Love to be able to do origami or really any kind of even basic folding shit that all the girls used to be so good at in junior high. Actually, folks of all genders were really good at that. Now that I think about it, it was just me that was bad. Just a lonely, not good folding Chris. That was back when I was Kristen. Sounds so weird when I say it now, only because I haven't gone by Kristen in a long time. Yeah. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for being here. For giving me some motivation to finally get up at a reasonable hour so that I can make Wendy's breakfast. It's been a great ride. I hope the start of your 2021 is stable as much as it can be, smooth, that you're getting things to nourish you as much as you can at this time. And that things only get happier and better from here. Bye.